of Wish. Once upon a time, on a faraway island, stood the kingdom of Rosas. It was founded by a magical king who had the power to grant wishes. People settled in Rosas, hoping their dreams would come true. A 17-year-old girl named Asha lived in a cottage on the edge of the kingdom with her grandfather, Saba Sabino, her mother, Sakina, and a pet goat named Valentino. Asha was proud to live in Rosas, the kingdom of wishes, a place where anything was possible. On Saba Sabino's 100th birthday, Asha felt extra hopeful.
No, it can't be a coincidence the king is calling a wish ceremony on your birthday.
She was certain that the king would grant Saba's wish at last. When Sakina suggested they get started on Saba's birthday cake, Asha awkwardly said she couldn't. Suspecting Asha was up to something, Sakina pressed her. But Asha buzzed around the cottage, gathering her things.
Can I talk now? I'm gonna be late.
Then she hurried toward the door.
I'll see you at the wish ceremony.
Sabino watched Asha and Valentino rush out.
Oh, I wouldn't miss it.
Asha hurried to the docks, where a group of tourists were waiting, ready to explore. She warmly greeted them and began her tour of Rosas. As she showed them the sights, she told them all about the kingdom. Visitors always wanted to know more about the magical sorcerer King Magnifico and how he granted wishes. She explained that once citizens turned 18, they could participate in a ceremony where they gave their deepest wish to the king. After they handed over their wish, they forgot it, but they knew Magnifico would keep it safe. Then, every month, he would grant the wish of one lucky citizen. The tourists wanted to know more and asked many questions. Asha smiled.
You're in luck. There's a wish ceremony tonight. You're welcome to stay and watch.
After the tour, Asha went to the castle kitchens to visit her best friend and expert baker, Dahlia. Asha hadn't told her family, but her friends knew she had applied to be the king's apprentice.
My interview is in 1 hour, and I'm so nervous I think I'm going to explode.
To calm Asha's nerves, Dahlia offered her a freshly baked King Magnifico cookie. The smell of the warm treats wafted across the kitchen and awoke their friend Simon from his nap. He barely opened his eyes as he groggily asked about the cookies. The other teens working around the kitchen dropped what they were doing. Gabo, Dario, Safi, Hal, and Bazima could not resist Dahlia's cookies. Gabo suspected Asha wanted the apprentice job to get her family's wishes granted. He also mentioned the fact that Asha was about to turn 18. That meant she could soon give her wish to the king. Gabo reminded Asha how Simon became tired all the time after his wish ceremony. According to Gabo, everyone became boring after they handed over their wish. Asha blew flour at Gabo to quiet him, just as Queen Amaya arrived to fetch Asha for her interview.
Asha, the king is ready for you.
The queen led Asha up the castle steps, offering advice along the way. When they reached the door to King Magnifico's study, the queen paused and told Asha she was rooting for her.
Well, I see the way you look out for others. It's clear how much you love this kingdom and its people. That kind of generosity has always been the true essence of Rosas.
Asha was touched by her words. As Asha waited for the king, she was drawn to a spell book locked inside a glass case. She reached for it, but a voice stopped her.
No, 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 no. Asha, that book is forbidden.
It was King Magnifico. Asha was so curious, she couldn't help asking why he had it in the first place.
A king must be prepared for everything.
When the interview began, Asha shared a childhood memory. She recalled sitting on a tree branch to dream among the stars with her father.
We used to climb that tree on the high ridge, where it becomes just you and the stars. You know, he'd say, the stars are there to guide us, to inspire us, to remind us to believe in possibility.
But when he got sick, all Asha ever dreamed about was for him to get better. king nodded understandingly.
How old were you when he passed?
12.
It's not fair, is it?
The king confessed he had suffered great loss as a child, too. He said no one should see their dreams destroyed.
And that's why I do what I do.
And that's why I want to work for you.
Impressed, Magnifico looked at her for a moment before making a decision.
Come with me.
He led her into an observatory full of floating orbs of light.
The wishes of Rosas.
Asha gazed at the wish bubbles. Inside each one was a moving image of the person who had made the wish.
I didn't expect them to be so alive.
Yes. You see, people think wishes are just ideas. But no, they are a part of your heart. The very best part.
The king told her he believed he had to protect the wishes at all costs. Asha wanted to help protect them too. When she saw Sabino's wish, she asked Magnifico if he might consider granting it. The king declined, claiming Sabino's wish, to create something to inspire the next generation, was too dangerous. He explained that he only granted wishes he knew were good for Rosas.
So most of these wishes will never be granted?
Yet I still protect them like all the others.
Can't you just give them back instead?
Asha figured then at least people could try to pursue their own dreams. Anger began to rise in Magnifico's voice.
You've completely missed the point. People come here because they know they can't make their own dreams come true. The journey is too hard, it is too unfair. They give their wishes to me, willingly, and I make it so they forget their worries.
Asha's eyes filled with tears.
You make it so they forget the most beautiful part of themselves. It's not fair. The people of Rosas are good. They deserve more than...
I decide what everyone deserves.
Just then, Queen Amaya entered.
Mireille, sorry to interrupt, but it's time for the ceremony.
The king seated Asha beside the queen, so Asha's friends assumed she had earned the apprenticeship. As the ceremony began, Magnifico accepted 2 citizens' wishes. Watching with new eyes, Asha noticed their sorrowful expressions after they had given their wishes away. Excitement grew as the king prepared to grant a wish. Most expected to hear Sabino's name, but Magnifico called someone else to the stage.
Sanya Osman!
Shock rippled through the crowd, and Sakina comforted Sabino. Afterward, the king told Asha she hadn't gotten the job.
But don't worry. I will still protect your Saba's wish. And your mother's. Forever.
That evening, Sabino and Sakina remained hopeful for the next month's ceremony. But Asha revealed that Sabino's wish would never be granted because the king thought it was dangerous.
My wish is dangerous?
No, that's the thing. I don't think it is at all.
Asha wanted to tell him what the wish was.
No, don't say anything.
But it's so beautiful.
Well, clearly, Magnifico feels otherwise, so...
Saba, what gives him the right to decide?
Asha wanted to describe Sabino's wish so he could pursue it himself. But Saba did not want to hear it.
Why would you want me to know a wish that can never be?
But I didn't... But it's your wish.
Are you trying to break my heart, child?
Overcome with despair, Asha rushed out the door, with Valentino close behind. Asha was devastated by the truth. She couldn't believe most citizens of Rosas would never see their wishes granted or even be able to work to achieve them. She knew the people deserved more than Magnifico's false hope. Looking to the night sky, she noticed one star burning brighter than the rest. Asha and Valentino climbed the tree where she used to dream with her father. As she gazed at the beautiful star, she shared her deepest wish, that everyone would have a chance to make their own wishes come true. A sudden burst of light flashed across the sky and through the woods. As it surrounded Sabino and Sakina in their cottage, they were overcome with the feeling of happiness.
Oh, can you feel that?
The light spread across the kingdom, sending out ripples of pure joy. Each and every citizen the light touched smiled at its radiant energy. But when the light reached Magnifico in the observatory, he began to panic.
What's happening?
The light made the wish bubbles vibrate and swirl.
No.
He saw it as a warning sign and believed it was a threat. Meanwhile, an awestruck Asha and Valentino climbed down from the tree.
What was that?